Hi everyone, I am going to talk to you today about pretty much the only automation tool I actually like and use, and I recommend websites use it as well. It's called Revive Old Post. It used to be Twitter Revival. There's a free plugin for WordPress and a premium. Now I paid for the premium, and this does not have an affiliate link. I just feel like it's a really great tool that people could use to share your blog posts consistently over time on your Twitter feed. Now, my only caution is don't set it and forget it. Don't just tweet them all out and then not respond to people. It also works with LinkedIn and Facebook. I tried it for Facebook a while back. I feel like Facebook doesn't tolerate the volume and the repetition as much as Twitter does, so it's a perfect Twitter tool. So let's get to it. It's on WordPress.org. It's the plugin is Slug is tweet old posts, so it's called Revive Old Posts. It really is. I don't know who these one-star people are. This does exactly what it says it's going to do. So you can read that on your own time. Again, their website is revive.social, and this Revive Old Posts, you can see what all the features are for the Pro. For the Pro, I like being able to customize things. It's pretty inexpensive. If you compare it to a social media manager, $75, definitely worth including. So when you're in your WordPress dashboard and after you have uploaded this plugin, you're going to have on the left-hand side, you're going to see Revive Old Posts. So that's where you do all of your, tweaking and your settings. So this is connected to my Twitter account. That's all I have it connected to. You can connect it to LinkedIn, Tumblr, Pinterest, Google My Business, which that could be interesting. I'm not sure what VK is, and Facebook. Google My Business, that's interesting. Actually, let's just try it. Let's try it, see what happens. Now, I'm doing this because I can with the Pro. Okay. Google My Business, that could be very interesting. Okay, well, let's try it and see what happens. And if you don't want to do it, you can just turn it off. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing right now, just so that we can I can show you what's going on. It will keep a sharing log, so it posted today at 10:22 a.m., 5 o'clock in the morning, yesterday at 11. I like to use odd numbers. Now, how this looks on your profile is it will show, it doesn't, see, it will show, I know this is Revive Old Post, because it will say Revive Social App, and so if you're doing it too often, see how it's like, that was me actually tweeting 2 hours ago, that was me actually tweeting an hour ago, and then 2 hours ago, that's auto, that is also an auto one. I know it is because I don't have the hashtags turned on. 13 hours ago, 19 hours ago, so I have 4 tweets in a row, that's me. Now, I specifically set it up this way a few days ago so that I could do this tutorial, because I don't really want it to be that much me, right? Then there's something for Wonder Stars, then me. Then it's something from me. Then it's something from me about San Antonio. Then it's too much. That's too much. So this is why before you change how you're going to do it, make sure you click Stop Sharing. That's super important. Then I like to clear the logs. All right, now let's go to our general settings. minimum interval between shares. What this is this is the time, how many hours between each share. Now you could do 8, but then it's going to do 8 hours 3 times a day, right? So it'll be the exact same time 3 times a day. That's no fun. So I like to do usually a prime number, an odd number, and I like to have 0.5 so it will change a lot. So how about 13.5? If I do 13.5, it'll basically share twice a day, and I have enough volume for that. Now this is another great setting, minimum post age. So do you want your blog posts to be at least 30 days old before it becomes auto-posted? That's probably a good idea if what you're doing is setting up scheduled tweets after something is shared, but then you don't want to do it, you don't want to over promote it, right? Okay, maximum post age. This could be really great and this is in days. This is really great if you're like, I really don't want to share anything past 5 years. Then you have to do a little bit of math and do 365 times 5. For me, I've already audited my blog posts heavily before my relaunch. So everything here is pretty much going to stay, and I might, what I'm focused on this year is editing the posts that I have and also writing new posts. So I'm fine with this. Number of posts. So this means when it does share, does it share once, twice, 3 times a lady, share more than once. Now, if you want your blog post to be shared more than once, then click yes. If you want every available post to be shared before there's a repeat, then you're going to want that off. So every single post gets shared. So I have 200 posts. It's shared twice a day. That's 100 days. 100 days before a repeat. I don't really care. So right now I'm in post types. I'm allowing posts and downloads. Downloads are my products, my ebook, and that kind of thing. Enabling Google Analytics tracking, yes. Instant sharing feature. Now I actually don't want my post to be shared instantly, and I don't want to make that mistake of accidentally sharing it, because sometimes you publish something and it's not totally perfect, and then you go look at it and you're like, yeah, well, maybe you're perfect. I'm not. I don't like to do that. Now, this is a pro feature. Enable share content variations. This is so important because I'll show you why. Share message variations, the order they are added. So this says by default, the message variations are shared randomly. Checking out this box will cause them to share in the order they're added. I don't want to do it that way. Okay, so there's that. And then, oh, my face is in the way. We're going to save those settings. All right. So that's all saved. Now here's the post format. So how do you want your tweet to look, right? So on Google My Business, I can share it as post title and content, or the post excerpt. I think I'm going to do the post excerpt, and then I'm going to include the link, and let's see, use a URL shortener, yes. I have a bit.ly. It already has my API key. I don't want hashtags. Share it as an image. I don't want to do that. And so I will save that post format. That's a fun experiment. All right. Now I'm going to go to Twitter. So if you're using the Pro, each one has a different settings. So do I want to share the title and the content, or the content or the title? For me, I want the title. I could put written by author on date at the end. So I could say originally published on date. Did you miss it? at the end. Link, yes. So here's where I have things that are excluded. I don't want the NP chat because I ran that when I was with Give 4 years ago. I don't want my personal musings tweeted out, and I don't want things with Happy tweeted out right now. So there's my bit.ly URL shortener, there's my token, shares an image, no, and this is again how it shows up in Google Analytics. I'm going to save that post format. Now, custom schedule. So I already have that set up. It's only available in the business and marketer versions. That's fine. So sharing isn't started, so there's no queue. So now we're ready to start the sharing. So it will show WP Blab looking at over a year of learning. That will share at 109. If I had the business or marketer version of this plugin, the business or marketer, then I would be able to edit this link, okay? It's WordCamp for you. Let's not forget that many marketers say the hub of your social media efforts should be your website. WordPress is the perfect platform. So that's on Google, my business. Here's another one that's going to Google My Business. And then a different post is going on Twitter. Here's another one. Small bit Twitter, Google My Business. Okay? So that's pretty much it. And then I can go to Twitter and see how it posted and if I like that. So originally published on date, so I messed that up. Delete. Now I gotta fix it. So stop sharing, post format. So I was supposed to use the curly ones and I messed up. Now I have to save it. Start sharing. Now it's right. Protect your brand, it's not a joke. Originally published January 3rd, 2018. Did you miss it? Okay? So now let's go look. It's going to publish it at 110. Here it is. Originally published on January 3rd, 2018. Did you miss it? Now, it's really important that you have a default site image for this. Twitter card summary large, depending upon what you're using. I'm using Rank Math. That's a totally different tutorial. But this is actually a tool I also use to make sure I fix my featured images. So you can see that I fixed my featured image on that one, and on this one, and on this one. This one I didn't. So that's my default image. Now let's see what it did with Google My Business, because this is interesting. Here's my post 1 minute ago. Do you ever find yourself da 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 da? So, posted 2 minutes ago. WordPress. What is it? Learn more. So, when they see my business, let's see my profile on Google. There's products, there's reviews, and there's posts. So actually, I think I'll keep that. That's pretty cool. So there you have it, 15 minutes of revival of post. Even the free version is worth it if you want to level up for $75 a year and, you know, make it easier for you to share your content from your website, then go for it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Bye.